Remember the slogan, NBC, must see TV? I think Hulu should adopt a new slogan. Fucked up TV. The Handmaid's Tale, airing each week on Hulu. Stay tuned, I'll give you my feedback. Hey, I'm Mark from Mark My Words. Time for another TV review. That's right, my second TV review. Last time I covered The Detour on TBS. I couldn't go more 180 on this. This is so far from a comedy that you'll just be really like mind blown. Talking about The Handmaid's Tale, airing on Hulu. Dark, really dark, disturbing, but really just tense TV. Right? Like, if you wanted to watch an episode and maybe drift off and fall asleep, I beg you to close your eyes after this, because it not only gets in your mind, it just gets in your sleep patterns. You're not able to sleep after you watch this.
I was asleep before. That's how we let it happen. When they slaughtered Congress, we didn't wake up. When they blamed terrorists and suspended the Constitution, we didn't wake up then either. Now I'm awake. My name is Offred. I had another name.
Ladies, I have to let you go. It's the law now.
They needed to do it this way. All the bank accounts and the jobs all at the same time. You imagine the airports otherwise?
Run!
No, please don't take her. No!
You girls will serve the leaders and their barren wives. You will bear children for them.
There's an eye in your house.
I'll send you to the colonies. You'll be cleaning up toxic waste and then you'll die.
Tonight is a celebration of Gilead and of what we have achieved.
We only wanted to make the world better.
Better.
Better never means better for everyone.
I want to keep on living for her.
Remember your scripture. Blessed are the meek.
And blessed are those who suffer for the cause of righteousness.
Now, The Handmaid's Tale really is not for everybody. I will just preface that. If you like your brand of TV very tense, very uncomfortable, very well-paced, and a little bit disturbing, then watch The Handmaid's Tale, because it is all of that. If you prefer must-see TV, comedies, light fare, this is not that program. This is the type of show that will keep you up at night. That will haunt your mind on occasion. Started watching it with my wife about 2 weeks ago. We just severed the Time Warner Spectrum cord. Very dark day, right? Prices are just so high. It was a dystopian day in my household, so I guess I felt comfort in looking at a dystopian TV show like The Handmaid's Tale. It was on Hulu, we took a dive into it and could not stop watching it. It is absolutely captivating, really for all the wrong reasons. Now, The Handmaid's Tale, sneeze. That's awkward, huh? I sneeze. Should I sneeze on camera? I'll sneeze off camera, yeah. Now that I've talked about it, I don't have to sneeze. I may have to sneeze. Just stare at a light. Plot overview. Now, The Handmaid's Tale is actually a novel that came out in 1985, written by Margaret Atwood. It takes place in a future United States, now changed to a name called Gilead, in North New England area, right, Massachusetts. And these sons of Jacob are a totalitarian regime that have assassinated the president, they've overthrown Congress, and they've actually created more of a hierarchy, a pecking order, where men are certainly at the top and women now are on the low levels of the caste system. Some women in particular are even lower levels, and those are the handmaidens. Though they are truly valued because they are fertile, they're still able to get pregnant. In this future society, pregnancy rates have dropped, and there are still a subset of the population who are able to get pregnant. These women are extracted and put into the ranks of the handmaidens, and they are forced into basically to be concubines in these households where they have sex with the affluent master of the household, along with the wife being there with hopes that the handmaiden will produce a child. Now let's talk about acting. The Handmaid's Tale has Elizabeth Moss in the title role as Offred, who is really the handmaiden that we see primarily. And we see her live, but get to see many of the other handmaidens that she deals with on a daily basis. Elizabeth Moss is from Mad Men, and certainly that was actually a very male-driven kind of chauvinistic show. This is not chauvinistic, it's just downright mean and hurtful to women. But in the Me Too society, this seems very well timed, this program. Then we have Joseph Fiennes as Commander Waterford, and this is the Lord of the House that Elizabeth Moss' Offred character is stationed to. And he's best known from Shakespeare in Love, and he plays this role downright creepy. He's a little bit vacant and a little bit distant, and certainly I think he's doing a very good job in this role because he gives off the heebie-jeebies. Yvonne Strahovski plays Serena Joy, who is Commander Waterford's wife, and she and Offred, whose real name is June, but once they become handmaidens, they lose their own real identity and their given names. They have a lot of animosity. Serena is envious that Offred is able to produce, get pregnant, so there's a lot of battles between them. That makes for great television. Then we have Max Minghella as Nick Blaine, who is the Waterford's driver. Throughout the course of the season, you see Offred and Nick get closer, and an interesting dynamic forms there. Samara Wiley plays Moira. She's best known from Orange is the New Black. And then we have Ann Dowd as Aunt Lydia. Now, she's just terrifying in this role. I imagine she must have watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest because she's definitely taking a page out of Nurse Ratchet's playbook.
It's all right, Nurse Bilbo. If Mr. McMurphy doesn't want to take his medication orally, I'm sure we can arrange that he can have it some other way. But I don't think you'd like it, Mr. McMurphy.
You'd like it, wouldn't you?
Well, give it to me.
She's sinister, she's mean, she's the mother superior that you never wanted. Collectively, this cast is fantastic. It's shot fantastically as well. The cinematography, I'm constantly impressed with. Some slow motion shots, beautiful images, this dark and light, and the cast just wears these habits. They look either like nuns or they look a bit Amish. And it's weird, it's a nice juxtaposition because it's a past image, but it takes place in the future, this society. So it's just a cool show. Final thoughts on The Handmaiden by Mark My Words. Play the music, please. It's tense. It's uncomfortable. It's nerve-wracking. It's gripping. It's at times uncomfortable and nauseating. It's a little sick and twisted. Do I like it? I love it. Will you like it? It's not for everyone. It's not for the weak. So if you have a weak kind of palate for this type of programming, I wouldn't watch it. It reminds me of the type of feeling that I would get while watching Breaking Bad. That type of superior TV. Sometimes it's uncomfortable and sometimes it's a joy, but it's excellent storytelling. It's amazingly acted. Cinematography is beautiful. It's shot up in Toronto, Canada, and they must do some shots in Massachusetts or they mask it to look like that. But it's done on so many levels, done well on so many levels that if you're in a drought looking for a good binge-worthy program, look no further than The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, airing Tuesday evenings, season 2 presently, episode 5 coming up this Tuesday. And I think it's totally something you may like, you may not like. Give it a shot. And it's definitely notable. People are talking about it. And there's reason why people are talking about it, because it's really good. The subject matter is really dark. And you see through flashbacks that her life used to be just like all of ours until rights slowly started to change. And then the women try and protest, and suddenly in a protest, the Sons of Jacob soldiers start shooting into the crowd. So while this isn't today's society, it could be. And I think that's where the fear of watching this show and how well it is done can really get into your mind. So take it with a grain of salt, watch it, enjoy it, or don't watch it. This has been Mark My Words, TV review, The Handmaid's Tale. Hope you enjoyed my take on it. Love to give you your feedback. Love to get some likes, up my subscriptions. And let's have a dialogue about it. Love to get some suggestions on shows you're watching, shows I should be watching and reviewing. Hopefully we'll continue that chat. Thanks again for watching. Mark my words.